Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We are thrilled to make another announcement of someone that we are appointing. This one is for DAODAS, but we have a couple of announcements to make with this. First of all, I'm thrilled to introduce you to Bob Toomey. You may know him because he has been in state government before, but he has also been in the private sector, which is the perfect combination for me, which is those that appreciate the fact that government's intended to provide a service, but the private sector, which understands that government's not intended to do it with more money. So I love what Bob brings to the table. He understands that when we are dealing with DAODAS and addictions, which is the key, is we have to reduce and become more efficient. But when it comes to addictions, if you don't give people treatment, they will cost you more money later. They will cost you more money later in mental health. They will cost you more money later in emergency rooms. They will cost you more money later in corrections. So what we want to do is not only create an efficient agency, but we want to make sure that we're doing it in a way that we are actually serving the people so that they get the care that they need. The reason we are here in the mental health building, and I want to thank Mr. John McGill for joining us, is because the announcement that we are making is that we are going to start saving money right off the bat. We are moving DAODAS, which is in a private lease right now, over to the mental health building. As the mental health board has done, I compliment them. They have done more with less. And because of that, they have less employees and they have office space. So we are moving the 35 employees from the building right now. We're moving them over here. It will save the taxpayers of this state $700,000 over my term. To be spending $185,000 in lease for 35 people is not something we need to be doing. That's money that we can be spending in other ways or giving back to the taxpayers. So thrilled for that announcement. I appreciate Mr. McGill for allowing that to happen. I'm thankful that we have Bob on the team. I want to congratulate him as well as Louisa Burris, his beautiful wife. And from there, I'll turn it over to you, Bob.
Thank you so much, Governor. I am excited and grateful and honored to be serving, to have a chance to serve at DAODAS. I'd like to take a quick moment and thank Lee Cato, the current director, for his extraordinary service. He's been committed and competent, and it's an honor to follow in his footsteps. I think effective treatment saves lives, and that's what this agency is all about. And in that regard, Lee has touched many lives in this state in a profound way, and I'm grateful for his service. Quickly, I'll say, although the governor's already introduced her, my wife, Louisa Burris, I'm grateful to her for making the trip from our home and her job in Charleston. And I love you very much. And beyond that, I just want to say that I don't think I can add anything. All I can do is reiterate what the governor said. It's important to find and attain operational cost savings. This co-location is a fabulous example of that, of the way we want to do that, in that it will also have clinical benefits, I believe. It'll have benefits for the folks we serve jointly, John and I, and for all of the people we serve are served by competent and dedicated professionals who will benefit also from an opportunity to work more closely together. And in that spirit, I'll just say thank you. And John will know a lot more about the clinical benefits than I, and I'll turn it over to him.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Governor. Obviously, agencies like ours have had to downsize to be more efficient over the years, so we have space. And it's a perfect connection for DAODAS to be over here. It will allow us to also have an opportunity to have a closer working relationship between the two agencies. We certainly work together some now, but this will afford even a greater opportunity. And of course, most of you probably know that addictive disease and psychiatric illness are very common. They also will coexist with a lot of people. The lifetime prevalence of someone with mental illness having addictive disease is almost 50%. So when you look at some of these numbers, it does suggest that the more we can work together, the better we are. So, Governor, thank you.
Thank you. Well, and so let me summarize what we're doing today. First of all, we are co-locating DAODAS into mental health. We are saving $700,000 over the next 4 years by doing so. We are also in the process of trying to get DAODAS merged in with mental health. And we are working with Chairman Brian White to make that happen, who will be dropping the legislation on that, and eventually want to work towards moving that into the cabinet, as well as with other services, health agency services as well. So with that, today is a great day. I thank Bob, and if you have any questions, we'll open it up.